something that the mind needs beyond just books. You know, it's this whole other ability to envision things and to create and to be able to express.
I see that art really is around teaching people, all people, how to be critical thinkers and how it is that they can have a voice and be producers in a way and creators of how they envision things.
Art makes the world go around. I mean, without some form of creativity, we'd live the most bland existence.
What art achieves is it crystallizes more confusing, complex ideas into more digestible metaphors.
That's part of the beauty of art, is we have some really intelligent artists, really creative artists who know how to express themselves in a way that that people understand the bigger issues that they're talking about, you know?
There have always been artists participating in politics, always.
I just see this as a duty as a human being with a conscience that I can't be silent, so all the artwork that I do reflects around those things.
Art has always been about change. A ton of things need to be changed in this country.
Attack on civil liberties, the wars, the economy.
Immigration.
We need to definitely make some new fuels.
Labor rights and fair labor practices.
Environmental impacts, global warming.
Education that cuts in social services.
Healthcare definitely needs to be overhauled.
There's a need to make art about the issues, but there also needs to be support for someone that can actually carry out your vision of how those issues should be dealt with.
Let us begin the work together. Let us unite in common effort to chart a new course for America.
You know, because this is a very controversial election, I think you do see more artwork out.
I think the majority of the work you probably have seen, or we all have seen, has been toward the Obama campaign. Probably because a lot of artists feel that they can either relate to that or feel like this is a change, this is something kind of different than the norm.
They see Obama as an idealist, as somebody that can come in and change the system for the better. That's inspiring them to make art and put up art because that's similar to what they're already doing, which is making art that's about challenging the system. They look at Obama as someone who's challenging the status quo in the system.
Obama just him being president or him running is really like kind of turned into a whole world movement.
I think that Obama, for one, is very much an amazing, charismatic human being. Obviously a very powerful, statured human who has obviously seems so far deep levels of conviction and an ability to confront issues and just be new.
There's something about this guy that's really intriguing and pulls me in, and he just seems very authentic about his message.
For the first time, the arts movement has come of age, or I should say the leaders of this arts movement have come of age to a point where they're not going to be quiet, and they've really got a uniform message. People are taking it seriously and seeing the power that art and the grassroots movement really can affect on a campaign like this.
This energetic artwork for this campaign is it's a nice touch.
I'm the founder of an organization called The Love Movement, and we're an anonymous art organization that uses art and public art to create social change and to raise awareness, trying to help our boy Barack Obama win this upcoming election. For the CNN debates in LA, we created a monstrous, like 8 feet by 12 feet painting depicting Obama, Martin Luther King, and Nelson Mandela. We took this piece down there and it was nothing but applause. It was like we were like celebrities for a day. Just not us, the art piece was. Like, how sick would it be if Barack saw it So it's crazy. As soon as we get down there, Obama's people saw it and they grabbed us. They're like, all right, come with us. So they kind of like shuffling us through the crowd, etc., to get us like in a good spot. And everybody's going nuts. It was awesome. So that's what we do, create artwork, use our gifts to hopefully drive other people to make a difference.
My style pretty much is a hybrid of architecture and my influence from graffiti art, which I started in the late 80s. More or less early 90s is when I started writing my name, Kofi.
Kofi was unique from the beginning. A style that's beautifully graphic. He's one of the few people that can work in a totally abstract fashion, and his graphic sensibility, his understanding of visual weight and balance is just is beyond reproach. It's just exquisite.
The fall of 2007, I was commissioned to create a mural for the Los Angeles office of the Barack campaign. I painted it in my garage, and it was a pretty big piece, and I took my time with it. I was pretty happy with it, and when I brought it into the office, everyone was kind of blown away. It was pretty much plain and simple. I created a new face. I kind of used something that was already within the campaign, so it was immediately recognizable. And I wrote hope on the side, and it's like all right there. And I basically incorporated my designs, which are really like lively and flowing and structural. And I wouldn't have done it for any other campaign. This actually means something. It's just not like a job. This is actually me like giving this person my nomination in a sense. We're all creatives, and we're all trying to do something, and I think he relates to that.
I grew up with art, and the way it helped me was it just allowed my imagination to go. Technically, I don't think I have anything to offer in terms of making things more beautiful or different than they've ever been done before, but I think that I can communicate.
Shepard does interesting stuff, and he's very big on question authority.
Shepard really knows what he's doing, and he's a smart guy, and he's a good artist and all that, and he knows how to convey messages. So, of course you'd want him on your team.
I did a lot of art that was anti-Bush, anti the war, but now that there's the opportunity to, rather than just criticize what's going on, get behind a potential positive change with Obama, I'm excited to be able to make positive art. The way I got involved with the Obama campaign is somewhat roundabout. Reached out to some people that I knew that might have some inroads into his campaign, and eventually, a couple weeks before Super Tuesday, I got the green light to make an image. And this wasn't for his campaign, this was just me wanting to make an image that supported him and proliferate it the way I normally do with my images as a street art campaign.
The simplicity of the message without, it's one word. It says hope, which is the very core essence of what this campaign is really about for a lot of people.
I didn't set out to make that image, but I think that Barack has inspired so much passion in people that when the image was there that seemed to capture the spirit of what he's about, it was going to find a huge audience very quickly. So, yeah, made the right image at the right time. I was very lucky.
I have all your drawings, and from your drawings, we're going to formulate the whole mural.
These pieces can make a difference.
The power of art is that we can address the things that are important to us and that are affecting us today in our lives in a way that crosses and breaks all boundaries.
Right, we're not trying to sell anything. We're just saying this is what we care about. This is our message. These are the things that we know that we need to work on.
We're forming a global coalition that's a peaceful coalition that's expressive, and putting it in this huge art movement. We're doing something that hasn't been really done before on this level, at this scale.
Why not belong to something that's bigger than yourself?
America has the possibility of being, a great place, and I think it shows in the people we all know, the people we're surrounded by, and I just hope that America grows to be what it could be.
My grandfather had once said, you know, what better books can there be than the book of humanity? And for me, you know, art is really the vehicle to translate that humanity in a very real and true way.